Welcome back, folks. This is episode 64. It's about your paycheck. And today we are going to talk about understanding our benefits a bit. What is it? What do you have again? Beyond the paycheck?
Yeah, understanding your benefits beyond the paycheck.
All right. And before we get into it, what's up, Walt?
Man, what's up with you, bro? I'm good over here. It's another day, another dream, and maybe
Oh,
another dollar.
maybe another
And,
dollar. I like
and
that.
you
Another
know, it's
$1 million.
another $1 million dream.
Gotta start speaking in the vision. $1 million.
Mhm.
Manifest.
Yeah,
No doubt,
you
man.
know, I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I wanted to share that because we talk about cybersecurity all the time. And I wanted to share with folks, especially on this show, that it's real. And like, I didn't get, not to my knowledge, I didn't get hacked yet. I didn't see anything happen, thank God. But somebody was trying to do social engineering on me.
Yes, the top one.
And yeah, I was telling you a little bit about it. And they got me for a little bit until I saw like the person's picture. And I was just like, this is not real. Yeah,
He
this is not
ugly.
real. No, oh, me? No, that person?
No.
No, to be honest, the person was too pretty. I was a female
Yeah.
that the female, and they like just I was and young and mad young, and the things with the same was just weren't clicking,
Yeah.
and I was skeptical right out the gate.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to warn people because I looked at the one that we shared, top 50 cybersecurity threats that Splunk.com put out,
Yeah.
and I had to look it up, right? And of course they have it, a social engineering attack. And what scared me when I read this even more, it says social engineering is a term used for a broad range of malicious activities accomplished through psychological manipulation to trick the users into making security mistakes or giving away sensitive information. What makes social engineering especially dangerous is that it relies on human error rather than vulnerabilities in software and operating systems. Mistakes made by legitimate users are less predictable, making them harder to identify and thwart than a malware based
Oh wow.
intrusion. Right. And then they said how they do it, right? Social engineering attacks come in many different forms. One of them being, man, where did I read it? Because this was the one that they did to me was a job. It was like, oh, we got a payroll opportunity for
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Right. And just to qualify, just in case anybody's listening from my job, I'm very happy. I'm not going anywhere. But the
Yeah.
I'm still human. I still entertain opportunities. But I knew, oh, and this is the thing. This is how they legitimize themselves was it came through LinkedIn.
Mm.
It started on LinkedIn and then it ended on WhatsApp.
Mm.
And then it's interesting because I went back to look for the LinkedIn profile and it was gone. The message was gone. The profile was gone. So that kind of even confirmed that it was an actual attempt at social engineering. And they were talking, and then they said, "Oh, the job is not available for another month or so." And I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, cool. Then hit me then." And then the person hit me back the next day, and I was like, "Okay, now I know this is BS." And they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, let's change photos to get to know each other." I was like, "No, are you crazy?
Well,
Hell no."
let's just
Yeah,
turn
and if they're listening to me now, y'all need to up like that. I'm
it's
not
happened
that stupid.
it's happened to me as well, where I've applied to jobs on different job boards and get a text message or a WhatsApp message or whatever, and they're saying, "Hey, I got your resume," talking, and you might think it's a real job, and they even create like an ad for the
Mm-hmm.
job. So you click on it, "Oh, this is the job you apply for." Oh, yeah, it was similar, and they just copy from some other actual job that's out there.
Yeah.
And then you start talking to them, and the next thing you know is, "Oh, I like how you talk, this and that." And
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
say
"Oh,
it's
it's fun."
yeah.
Yeah, it's
What
something
the?
weird to try to get you to do that. And then another story is that I thought I had an interview with a job, and they were telling me, "Oh, let's get you onboarded. Just send your stuff over WhatsApp." Just
Yeah.
like, my
What?
sensitive data over WhatsApp, my PII? No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, WhatsApp is end-to-end encrypted. So that's
No,
why, hey,
yo,
send it through
no way.
WhatsApp.
No way.
Exactly.
And so what I did to see if the business was legit, he gave me because the guy gave me an address. He said, "This is the address." And it was formerly a business, permanently closed.
See? Good stuff. Yeah, I just be careful, folks, especially now. Again, I'm so sensitive to everybody with all these layoffs going on in the world and the half of the government being laid off basically. And just especially it's like a social engineering heaven right now for these
Yeah.
folks, these hackers out there. That's what they're going to lead with right now because of the work situation. Yeah, just look out, folks. Please be scrutinized, be mindful of these things that come your way and
Yeah.
validate, verify, trust but verify. Yeah, man. Other than that, what you got for us?
So look, man, this is about benefits. So I did some research on benefits and like
Awesome.
how many in the US in 2025, what percentage of US adults are estimated to be uninsured. So that's at 9%. So this is saying that of all the adults that are working, that only 9% are uninsured.
That's not a bad number.
No, it's not. With
Okay.
with 12% experiencing a gap in coverage over the year.
Welcome to This Meeting Should Have Been a Podcast, where we take on workplace issues from a skewed angle.
No corporate buzzwords, you quiet quitters.
And no strategic KPIs or dashboards.
Get out of here. We're talking company culture, leadership, workplace.
Guests who've lived through the chaos.
So forget those slide decks. We're candid, clever, hopefully useful.
We'll see you outside the boardroom. Go Lakers.
Don't wear that. Get out. Don't even wear that hat.
So it says
okay.
additionally, 23% of those those who are insured were underinsured, meaning that they have coverage but didn't provide affordable access to care. So
Okay.
they still have insurance, but it's not good insurance, basically. Right. For those of you that are listening, right?
Yes.
It's still like you still have to come out of pocket for an arm and a leg
Mhm.
to get some type of care, or you might be in a location that might not give you the care that you need. So that's pretty much it. And among those uninsured, 66% of them had employer sponsored coverage. 16 were in Medicaid or Medicare, and 14 had purchase plans in the marketplace. So look, nearly 57%, almost 60% of underinsured adults avoided needed healthcare because of cost, right? And
Yeah.
44% reported medical or dental debt. So some people don't even get insurance because they already have medical and dental debt already.
Yep.
So what do you got for us, man?
Mine is about AI, right? And the expansion of AI in benefits at companies for employees, right? Interesting article. But what it made me
Mhm.
think of is when we start talking about AI, I immediately think about what can it do to make it better for us. And what I hope AI will do for us in benefits, because we're all individual, because all of our situations are different, I hope that AI can one day help us get the right plan for us
Yeah.
individually. And that's really it. Yes, this is if you're interested in AI and how it's going to impact benefits at companies, the link will be in the show notes. But I just took it like, man, I hope they do the right thing and it starts to develop like how to make it very individual for me. And I'm going to talk more about it after we pay these bills because that's my comments, like just some call outs because I think you have some great notes and I think we're just going to piggyback off of your notes. But I have some things that I wanted to preface that with. And before we
All
do that,
right.
let's pay some bills. Let's pay the bills. And look, if you're an employee out there and you're tired of your timesheet being wrong, your paycheck being off because you missed this and the manager missed that and the punching out, and maybe your team might need a good system, a more efficient way to manage employee time. And if that is the case, TimeTrak Go is the solution. TimeTrak Go turns ordinary tablets into state of the art time clocks in just minutes. And with its mobile app and web portal, an employee like yourself can punch in from anywhere. Your manager can process it from anywhere. But wait, it gets even better than that because you can automate the PTO and it simplifies time off requests. So that's what we looking. How do we get that PTO? Make sure my balance is right and make
Yeah.
sure I can do my time off requests, right? It makes life easier for you and your team, your HR team, your managers, and all that. So stop wasting time with outdated systems and send them this link that Walt is going to share with you and a
Yeah.
good deal.
Get rid of those raggedy systems.
Yeah.
TimeTrack Go has a special offer for It's About Your Paycheck listeners. Right now, they are offering an additional 50% off your first 2 months. You heard that right. 50% off. Man, somebody told me that I can get
Big
50% off
savings.
of anything.
Yeah,
I
for
take
real.
it.
I'm interested. Yep.
Just head over to www.timetrakgo.com/IAP. That's www.timetrakgo.com/IAP and start your 14-day free trial today and claim this special offer. Let's go.
Let's go. So, as we talk about benefits, right? Employee benefits, some of the things that I learned that I just want to call out is like the human experience with benefits. One of the things that I learned is some folks, and it's to their detriment, to negative impact that it'll have. Here comes open enrollment, and especially now, prices are so high.
Yeah.
Some folks look at the cheapest benefit plan and go with that, right? Often, those cheap benefit plans is a high deductible plan. High deductible plan could be like $50 a paycheck. But what folks don't realize is high deductible means to be able to take advantage of your benefits, you have to first meet the high deductible, which is usually in the tens of thousands. It's usually between $5,000 and $15,000 that you have to meet first. Like before you
Mhm.
get your first service or care, you have to pay that $5,000.
Yeah.
And then you can get care for the rest of the year, right? If
Yep.
I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Okay. But you have to meet that high deductible first. So don't be sure of what you're paying for. Now, high deductible is cool if you actually have that money in the bank or at least some of it, because with the high deductible comes an HSA, a high health
Health
savings
savings.
account,
Yeah.
and you can save the money. So if you know that this is what it is, then great, awesome. But go into it. Don't just pick the cheapest plan because you need health insurance and oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that one. It's only $50 a month or $50 a paycheck, as opposed to maybe for a single person. It's usually affordable. It might be 108, a double, and some families is where it usually starts to hit to be
Yeah.
pretty serious. And even still, when you're looking at your health, don't be short-sighted. If you got a family, and I've had young people, I'm young, I'm not gonna get sick. You know what I mean? They don't
Yeah.
get health insurance. Don't be short-sighted on these things.
Yeah.
You gotta build that into your budget right away. I get we're not making a lot of money, and here comes the insurance, but
But look, because you never know what can happen.
that's
So
right.
you don't have to be the one to cause yourself an injury or cause yourself to get sick. It could be because something that someone else does that
Yep,
you're exposed to. Kids
yep.
always get sick. If you have a child and they're at a daycare, they're always passing germs around there. You know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Yep,
that can come back to you. Like you never know. It could come from a food source that you get your food from.
yep.
Something you
You can go to
eat.
work, and your coworker has a kid that got sick,
Yep.
and now they brought it to
Yes.
you.
Yep.
So, yeah, those are just my, like,
It's a
things that
car.
kinda popped out. Yep. But Walt has got some awesome notes for us all to take away from this.
But yeah, no, I agree with you, like Brian. Before I get into mine, like you can't be short sighted because
Yep.
look, you might pay less now, but you're gonna end up paying more later down the
Later.
road,
Yeah.
right?
I
You're
had to
basically
pay
robbing Peter to pay Paul, right?
Here's a great example right here. When I didn't have health insurance once, ended up in the hospital. I paid $2,000,
Mhm.
and they gave me 2 Advil. Paid $1,000 per Advil. That's the way the itemized bill may have been different, but I went into the hospital. 2 Advil ended up solving the problem. Wasn't there long. Left. Boom. $2,000 bill.
Yep. Yep. Perfect. Hey, I don't have nothing to add.
And that was 20 years ago. So,
Yeah.
anywho,
So look,
don't be short-sighted.
what's the big picture? Why benefits matter, right?
Mhm.
Look, from the employee perspective, look, according to a 2023 MetLife employee benefit trend study, 73% of employees say that benefits are a major reason that they stay at their current job,
Yeah.
right? Because they offer stuff like
It's a good I guess, it works
decent
for
amount of
them. It
benefits.
works
Yeah.
for them.
Look, here's the next stat. 61% of those employees said that they will leave their job for one that offers better benefits.
Wow. Wow.
So I'm staying because they have decent benefits, but
Good
if somebody
benefit,
offers
but
me
if something
more,
better, I'm out.
yeah.
Yep.
Like for instance, there's some companies that they might have a smaller or leaner team, but there are a few companies out there that fully cover your whole insurance,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah. It
so if
used
someone
to
offered you
be,
that,
yeah. Used to be more common, but now it's not anymore.
yeah, and then look, the financial value, right? The average value of a employer sponsored benefits, employee sponsored employer sponsored benefits adds up to about 30 to 35% of an employee's total compensation. We're talking the BLS, right? The
Yeah.
Bureau of Labor Statistics. So that means that someone earning 60K in salary could be receiving an additional 18 to 21,000 in benefits. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Or like, what's that one we talked about that on the episode? Like, you when you're negotiating your salary, you have to keep the benefits and stuff in mind as well, right? When you
Absolutely.
negotiate those things.
Absolutely. I left the job because of benefits one time. I was only
Mhm.
there 2 weeks. And that was because I came on right when open enrollment, like they were negotiating a new benefit plan,
Yeah,
but they hadn't yet when they hired me. So they offered me one plan at one price, and it was a family plan for me at the time. But then 2 weeks later, when they got the new rates, they showed me the rates. I was like, "Oh, heck
yeah,
no. That
yeah,
changes the game. Unless you're gonna give me more money, you've changed the dynamic of how much money I'm gonna bring home now."
yeah.
So,
If you're looking to explore fresh perspectives, dive into compensation tech, or just enjoy a lively conversation and debates about the evolving world of total rewards, you're in the right place. Welcome to Totally Rewarding Chats, where we discuss the future of compensation, benefits, talent, and all things HR tech. I'm Sean Luchins, VP of Product Strategy at Salary.com, bring years of product and development perspective. Joining me is the bow tie wearing, comp tech loving, experienced guru, Paul Ryman, founder and managing partner of Novo Insights. Together, we'll be jamming with guests and sharing candid, unfiltered conversations about total reward strategy, compensation technology, talent trends, and anything else we find interesting in the world of HR.
deuces.
Deuces. All right. So number two, what are some of the pros and cons of employer sponsored insurance? So some of the pros are cost savings because
Mhm.
employers cover an average of 83% of individual health insurance premiums and 73% of family coverage. Pre-tax deductions, lower taxable income. So the convenience, sometimes the plans are often managed for you. So you can make there's less decision making for you as the employee. And the group rates, right? So an employer often group discount basically to get lower premiums, especially for those with pre-existing. But some of the cons of employer-sponsored insurance could be limited choices. You
Yep.
usually have to choose from a smaller number of plans, right?
Yep.
And you're tied to your job. So you
Yep.
lose your job, that means you lose your coverage.
Unless you can
And
afford your next point, Cobra.
yeah, and Cobra is expensive, right?
Yep.
The average Cobra monthly premium for family coverage is $1,800 a month. So that might be a mortgage, a rent payment, or
For
more than
real.
what you pay.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. So you want to do number three?
Sure, yeah. Number 3 is going solo, individual coverage on the marketplace. So the pros and cons of this is the pros, freedom to choose. You got a broader range of plans and options. Portability, so if you lose your job, you don't lose your benefits. You're bringing this around with you. Subsidies, if your income qualifies, the ACA marketplace offers subsidies that can make premiums very affordable. And if your ACA is Affordable Care Act, it's a federal government act that helps in this situation. So if you're not aware of it, and in 2024, over 13 million Americans received
Wow.
ACA subsidies, lowering average monthly premiums to $47 a month.
Wow.
There's a good piece here, but some cons. Higher out-of-pocket costs if unsubsidized, no employer contribution to premiums to keep the cost down, and it's more administrative responsibility on the the customer, the
Yeah.
person, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man.
Mhm.
So number four, other benefits to understand and maximize. 401k can be considered a benefit, right? Especially if your
Absolutely, it
employer
is.
matches,
Yep,
right? So that employer match equals free money.
yep,
Right? So the average match is 4.5% of salary, according to Fidelity, right? So dental and vision, they're often overlooked but important and can save you hundreds annually. I remember I went to the dentist and I didn't have insurance,
Oh, heck, that'll
and
yep,
I went to go get some work done, like just like a cleaning and like a one fill. And
$2,000.
yes, it was $1,600,
There you
and I
go.
was just like, never again.
Yep.
So
And dental and vision are usually cheap through your jobs.
yes,
Even if you gotta pay for it 100%, it's usually very inexpensive to
yes.
have it, and it's a good benefit to have if you need it. Clearly, I need vision. Everybody should be having dental.
Yeah, and FSAs and HSAs, as Brian mentioned earlier, those little pre-tax savings on those healthcare expenses. So
Mhm.
HSA funds roll over and can be invested, right?
Yep,
It's almost like a second retirement,
yep.
right? And then you have the EAPs, which is those employee assistance programs. Lots of people don't really realize the
That's
benefit
right.
to them.
That's
That's
right.
that mental health, the legal
Yep.
health.
Financial help, legal,
Yes,
yeah.
you know what I'm
Depending
saying?
on the EAP's employee assistance program, look out for your job. Like, see again, handbooks, right? We just covered
Yep.
handbooks
Yes.
last week. That's something that is going to be in your handbook or in your benefit guide, aka another
Yep.
type of handbook, right? That people will not, if you're not reading through it, and EAPs, guess what? EAPs are sometimes available for employees without actually having to be in part of enrolled in benefits. Just that your company has benefits, they usually open the EAP
Uh,
up to all employees regardless of enrollment. Look into that and little things, handbooks, missing out on benefits, missing out on different things.
So look, I just found this online and about EAPs, right? And it says
Yep.
that a
I
significant
believe it.
majority of employees, approximately 96%, do not utilize EAPs.
I believe it.
Wow.
And look, while all mid to large size companies offer it, only 4% of employees use them annually. That is crazy.
Yep. Some studies even show lower utilization, such as the 5.5 median utilization reported by the National Business Group on Health. Man, that's crazy, bro.
Crazy.
All
Yep.
right, so here's some pro tips for you, right? So ask for a total compensation statement. That will
Yes.
give you the full value of your benefits. Most
Mhm.
people don't know about that, right?
Yep. It
Compare
show
your go ahead.
I'm sorry. What means is total compensation statements. They'll show you they'll show you your salary, but also what the company contributes to the benefit plan. So it'll be a dollar amount. Hey, yeah, you may make 50K, but we also pay 30K to that benefit plan that you would need.
Yes.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Wow,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's a significant amount of money. Yeah, I know we'd
Mhm.
all love to have it in our pockets, but
Yeah.
guess what? You have a benefit plan. That's why you have a benefit plan because they can do that. That's
Yeah.
why it's important. So it's a good number to see.
Look, another tip is you should compare your employer benefit plan versus the marketplace
Yeah,
annually,
no doubt.
especially during open enrollment. Maybe you
Yep.
might be able to get a better deal or better benefits, better coverage, or the care you need from the marketplace. Or your job might be, in most cases, the better solution for you, right? So don't leave money on the table. Always contribute at least enough, if you can, to get your 401 employer's 401k match. I
Don't be
know some,
short-sighted.
yeah,
Yep.
don't be short sighted. Like, I know, look, 5% for some is a lot. 3% for some is, if you could do 1%, do 1%. If you can do a flat amount, do $10, do $20. If you're able to do something.
Yes. Man, I had employee coworkers and that were at jobs for 10 years, didn't do 401k. Had they done
Mhm.
1% and with a match, they would have had like 10 grand in the bank. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Just a little percent. Don't be short-sighted, folks.
Yeah.
Look,
Go a long way.
yeah, go and put money away and you'll forget about it. It doesn't have to be your main source of savings.
Yep.
But like Walt said, take it, do enough that you maximize the match because the match is capped. Most matches at employees will cap their match out at some percentage. They're not
Yeah.
going to match you dollar for dollar all the way up to your limit. Right.
Yeah.
Because again, we could have a whole show on 401k because 401k what we will do is, as at some point, bring an expert on for us.
Yes.
But 401k has a limit to how much we can contribute in a year because it's pre-taxed,
Yep.
right? It's a tax shelter. It brings down your tax liability. So the IRS says, yes, it can be pre-tax, but we're going to limit to how much you can contribute. So I think it's like 20 something thousand dollars a year that folks can contribute up until 59. And then when you hit 50, what is it? No, I'm sorry, 50. When you
Mhm.
hit 50, you can start contributing more because the IRS is saying, okay, you're getting closer to retirement. So you
Yeah.
want to put more in. So point is, you don't have to hit that. Point is, the employer match is probably not going to take you all the way to that, but it's going to cap them. We'll give you 4.5% up to the first 5% of that. So it gets a little
Mhm.
convoluted, but you get HR on them to help you out and figure out where that is. Okay,
Yeah.
I need to do this X amount of percentage to maximize my match, right? And to take advantage of that. And I do want to
Yep.
share one more thing because some
Yeah.
folks, I did have a job one time and I don't regret it, but it is I do slightly, dang, that was a good opportunity, but I couldn't afford, I needed the cash. I had a job offer one time and they said, look, we can't meet you at your base requirement, but we offer a $10,000 a year 401k contribution, even if you don't contribute.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Yep.
Even if you don't contribute, they were putting in $10,000 to your 401k.
In
And
year, that's 100 stacks.
bro, oh my, you just gave me chills because I'd be at 9 right now if I had taken that job.
Wow. Uh,
Hello. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm not mad. Look, I don't regret it. I'm not mad at where my career is taking me. But I think about that all the time. Dang, that was a good opportunity. And dang, if I wasn't in that moment and I probably could have took, but I was so short-sighted
Oh, damn, yes.
that I was
Yeah.
like, nah, I can't do it. I need the money.
Yep. Might have been able to make a way, find a way to make a way.
Yeah. And
And
guess what my other short-sightedness was? Got
what?
3 kids. It was a college job.
Wow.
I was
Yeah.
short-sighted, man. I was
Yeah.
short-sighted. This is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm thinking about I just need cash next week.
Yeah. No, I get
I
it.
could
I
give
get
it
it.
a whole
It's
day
tough.
out of all
It's
my
tough.
kids through college, probably for
It's
a
tough, man.
discount or whatever. Don't be short-sighted.
Tough.
Anywho, sorry to sidetrack. What's
No,
the last one?
that's some real stuff right there, man. So look,
Yep.
and then a last tip for you is to utilize those wellness incentives that your job offers. Some employers offer 100 to $500 plus annually for you completing your wellness activity.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
That's right. So let's talk wellness. Sometimes we've both seen it, right? In the form
Hmm.
of PTO.
Hmm.
And then we've seen it in the form of actual dollars back through your medical because they encourage the wellness piece. If you go
Hmm.
get your heart check, if you go take your blood test, if you walking and you sign up and do like a Fitbit or Apple Watch and you're registering your steps all the time, like whatever the program is,
Yeah.
it's easy money.
Yep.
It's easy money. Again, all this whole show is don't be short-sighted, folks. Yes, it's cost money and yes, there's a commitment to have it, but you're better off for it. Look, take our word for it. Like we've made the mistakes. Don't make the
Yeah.
same mistakes we made. We the OGs that made these mistakes and are here to tell you about it and you could do it better.
Yes. That's one of the best ways to learn is to
Yep.
learn from someone else's mistakes so you don't have to. Yep.
That's right.
Yep. All right. Question of the day.
Oh,
Close it
I
out.
forgot about a question
So
today.
look, do you think
I got
that
no
greed plays a factor in the decisions that health insurance companies make? So basically, do you think that greed plays into like them not offering the best care to the people that they're supposed to serve?
Hey, you love some loaded questions, bro. You love some loaded, complicated questions, I swear, but they're good ones, right? Because it's
Are you tired of talent and HR podcasts that sound like corporate training videos? Same. Talentless is the no-fluff show about hiring, leadership, culture, and what's actually going on in the world of work. Talentless is a podcast for recruiters by recruiters. Hosted by Desiree Goldie and Ashley King, they're smart, occasionally salty, and never afraid to say what everyone else is thinking. Listen wherever you get your podcasts and subscribe at talentlesspodcast.com.
dang, plays a factor in the decision health insurance companies make. But one of the first things that comes to mind is we live in America. We are a capitalist-driven economy. Every business, even non-for-profits, are in business to make money. Non-for-profits can't operate if they don't make enough money to cover salaries,
Yeah.
right? In-profit businesses don't even want to be in business if they're not making a profit. They're literally trying to make money. So that's part of it. Then you said something about, though, does the care and the greed? I don't know. I think that comes down to the person, right? Are you a good doctor or not? Like, you're gonna be a good doctor. What do you think?
Look, I think that absolutely it does factor in to some certain companies, not
Really?
all companies, but we've seen it happen, right? We've seen trials on the news and stuff like that. A
Mhm.
company got in trouble, some CEO got in trouble because they were overcharging for medication
But yeah,
you
during the
know,
pandemic,
yeah.
yep, definitely.
And then the other companies getting charged, health companies getting charged because they were overcharging for stuff like that and not doing the right thing. So, like, absolutely, greed comes in. We see it in our true payroll crimes. Like,
Yep.
greed plays a factor. We see people that are in positions of power or influence or access. They make that decision to say, "Man, I can take from this little pot over here and add it to my pot, and why not take from somebody else's pot so my pot can be bigger?" That's absolutely yes.
Yeah. 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 You're right. It definitely plays a factor in the decisions. Yeah. Not only health insurance companies, but the businesses bringing in insurance. Okay, how much are we going to match this year?
Yeah.
Can we afford to do? I saw the numbers we had there in the stats of 73, 83%. The stats are skewed, and that's the problem with the statistics of things, because it's probably more like 50%, 40% that the companies are covering. Those the Googles of the world, the Amazon, they throw the stats off,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't even know if Walmart's that good, but the bigger tech companies are probably really skewing those numbers,
Yeah.
because it's really probably, especially, yeah, you're right, man. It definitely does play a big factor. But look, we still need it. Unless you literally move to another country right now, this is the reality of the U.S. You know what I mean? You know what? Dang, where did I see? Was it? Gosh, I need to find it. It was a statement that said, "Stop trying to create Stop trying to wish the world into this a new thing. You have to deal with the world as it is,
Yeah.
right? Can you cause change? Sure. Maybe you can impact change. Sure. You can work on that as you deal with the world how it is, because you can, oh, health insurance should be different. It should be. But what are you going to do now with your family and your money and your
You
decisions?
still have to do something now,
You
yeah.
still have to do something to take care of yourself and your family, even if it's just yourself.
I'm
How
just
are you going to
gonna
solve yourself? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go order that little book off of TikTok and
No.
just make hers. For real. Okay. You gotta cut. Come here. Put some spit and leaves on it.
Oh my, you better stop. You better, on that note, folks, Walt is delirious.
Oh, no. All right, man.
We love you.
Peace.
Peace.
Before we sign off, here are a couple quick things. Don't forget to follow It's About Payroll on LinkedIn and It's About Your Paycheck on Facebook and TikTok.
Thank you for being part of our payroll community, and thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep going.